Hi, Mark Phillips from markphillipstennis.com. My website is dedicated to making you a smarter tennis player through a formal approach to your strategy and tactics. Today's single strategy tip involves recognizing a ground stroke angle, and we're going to define it and recognize it and hopefully act on it. Defining a ground stroke angle is when your opponent hits a ground stroke that bounces once and crosses over the single sideline instead of crossing over the baseline. That would be an angled ball. A ball that bounces once and crosses over the baseline is not angled. One bounce and over the single sideline, it's angled. And up to a very high level of play, angles occur accidentally just as frequently as they do intentionally. So you have to be ready to act on an angle, whether you've done it on purpose or not on purpose. I joke with my students saying which one's more effective or a better shot, the accidental angle or the intentional angle if you did it on purpose. Well, it is a trick question. They're both equally good, but you have to recognize that and react quickly. So when you see the ball bounce once and cross over the sideline, you're going to make an adjustment forward, anticipating a weak reply, especially if you see your opponent's off balance to any degree. And a lot of times, the sharper your intentional or accidental angle, the more you might adjust up into the court. That would be a general recommendation. But first of all, you want to be able to recognize angle, and if you see your opponent is in a little bit of trouble, you move up out of a neutral position, maybe toes on the baseline. If you see that they're in a little bit more distress, you might have your feet on the baseline opposite the ball, and then if you see they're in big trouble, you might get into an extreme offensive position or even go to the net. So anyway, so we've defined angle today as any ball that bounces once and crosses over the sideline. You want to start adding that to your practice regimen, being able to intentionally angle the ball. But when you're competing, it's just as important to recognize when you do it accidentally as well as intentionally. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's strategy tip talking about angles. Please leave me a comment at markphillipstennis.com.